Welcome to battle number 3 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League, battle number 3 of week 2, might I say. This battle is featuring the Great Tacticians versus Wooper Blooper, the Great Tacticians being Kuro, who is Robin's mommy on the Pokemon Showdown, and Lion Hugs being Lion Hugs on Pokemon Showdown for Wooper Blooper. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon for each side is Mega Absol and Mega Heracross, respectively. We will be seeing both of those today. Z Crystal Pokemon are Celebi and Vikavolt, Celebi being able to use any Z Crystal move, who we will possibly see use a Z move today. And on the other side, we have Chandelure and Dragonite. Chandelure being able to attack and Dragonite being able to use any Z move. We have the possibility to see a Z move from both of those. It'll be me today on commentary, Noel from Mystical Chain, and I'll start with some initial thoughts here. Interesting to see on Great Tacticians no Mian Xiao. I was actually expecting Mian Xiao, but we have Passimian, who kind of fulfills that same role, fighting type with a nice pivot role. Some Pokemon that we've seen him bring before: Ferrothorn, Florges, Zygarde. So this is going to be a pretty bulky team here with some wall-breaking potential from Absol. I'm curious to see if Zygarde's going to set up a Dragon Dance. And I think that Quagsire sets up a threat once Celebi and Ferrothorn are gone. The other Pokemon won't be able to hit through Quagsire, I think, too easily, unless Florges has Energy Ball. So that's something to keep in mind. On the Wooper Blooper side, we have a lot of bulky Pokemon, some with wall-breaking potential. Mega Heracross, certainly. Dragonite, if it could set up a Dragon Dance, Metagross, and Chandelure. So kind of bulky wall breakers, tanks. The only sweeper there being really Dragonite after Dragon Dance. I think that team is going to want to be careful of probably Florges for Dragonite. Dragonite, if it wants to set up a sweep, it's going to have to remove Florges as its roadblock there, and depending on its moveset, Ferrothorn as well. So yeah, I think we could get this battle underway, and let's see what the sides have to offer. This is also Mega Heracross's first appearance. I'm curious to see how Mega Heracross does. It does have the capability of breaking through a few Pokemon on the Great Tacticians, namely Ferrothorn. Excuse me. Alright, and Passimian comes out, Sakura against Himbofication, the Dragonite. Sakura probably going to go for a U-turn as a fast pivot up there. Dragonite coming out right off the bat. Let's see what Dragonite intends to do. One thing to note about Dragonite is that it does have multi-scale, which halves the damage from any attack that hits it when it is at 100% HP. So if an attack is supposed to be 198% damage, it will actually survive with 99%. And indeed, the U-turn does hit, taking Dragonite down only to 94%, but breaking that multi-scale. Who will come out versus Himbofication the Dragonite? And out comes Florges Lindis. And Dragonite starts to Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance boosting attack and speed by 1 stage each. It is now at 100%. Iron Head hits, Toxic hits from Lindis. So you might want to try to wait out this Dragon Danced Dragonite. And out comes Sylveon. Trans right to Sylveon. Lindis recovers with Synthesis. Ironhead, again, would have taken down Florges. That might have been a good move to use against Florges. I was actually expecting Florges to use Protect, but that was a very risky Synthesis there, but it did pay off. And the Toxic misses. Transrites goes for the Shadow Ball, not dealing a lot of damage versus Florges. Maybe anticipating a switch into Celebi. And out comes Kaeldori, the Ferrothorn. Metagross, General Grievous comes out. Both are probably going to try to set up Stealth Rock this turn. You have that mutual agreement between bulky steel types. You set up Stealth Rock, I'll set up Stealth Rock. And that is exactly what happened. Stealth Rocks will be a problem for Dragonite. I don't see it being as much of a problem for Kudo. Alright, and General Grievous goes for the Earthquake. Knockoff is going to hit super effectively, taking away the leftovers from General Grievous. Ferrothorn generally isn't a Pokemon you want to hit with neutral moves. Alright, and out comes Quagsire. Risky switch there. Power Whip might be able to one-shot Quagsire. Not sure what the plan is here. And Earthquake hits Kaeldori, who goes for the Leech Seed. Wondering if it has Power Whip then, if Leech Seed is the move it decided to use. Maybe Gyro Ball instead of Power Whip. Very risky move to send Quagsire out versus Ferrothorn, and it was also risky to have Florges use Synthesis earlier versus Dragonite when it was boosted. Risky moves in this match. Knockoff is going to take leftovers away from Sylveon. All these leftovers going away. Sylveon goes for the Wish. And goes for a Heal Bell as well to cure Dragonite's poison. Very slow and steady match happening here. Wondering what Ferrothorn's last move is. It could have used Gyro Ball versus Sylveon if it had Gyro Ball. So I'm really curious as to what its last move is. Out comes Himification, the Dragonite. And Florges comes out again. I believe Florges will be able to take an Iron Head, an unboosted Iron Head here. We will see. And Quagsire comes out. Moonblast is going to hit Quagsire to deal 45%. Not good news for Quagsire. Another Moonblast will probably take it down. Right, and Synthesis brings Florges up to full HP. Quagsire going up to near full as well. And Lindis hits the Toxic. Quagsire goes for the Toxic as well. Lindis being a Cleric, so probably will be able to get an Aromatherapy in versus Sapphire, who doesn't really pose that much of a threat. And out comes Sylveon. Moonblast will hit Sylveon, reducing special attack. And indeed, Lindis has Aromatherapy. And Heal Bell is used by Sylveon. Lots of similar moves going on in this battle. I don't believe that Lionhugs has a spinner or a defogger, so it's going to be a little tough for them to bring Dragonite out confidently. So far, it's a very slow and steady battle here. And out comes Ferrothorn, Kaeldori, and Metagross comes out again. So many of the same Pokemon coming out versus each other. Similar roles, having deja vu here. And once again, the Earthquake hits. Very slow-paced match here. Interestingly enough, I think Sylveon was safe to keep in. And a knockoff is going to deal big damage to Chandelure, but no item was lost, which means that Chandelure is holding a Z Crystal. Or no item at all, but I doubt it. It's probably a Z Crystal. Anticipating a Zygarde switch here. Might be Zygarde's chance to come in and try to set up. Protect being the final move for Ferrothorn there. Scouting out that Will-O-Wisp. Ferrothorn did, however, reveal itself to be pretty passive, with its only attacking move being Knockoff. So that is knowledge that Lionhugs can use for future reference, being able to bring in Quagsire pretty safely, keeping Sylveon out against the Steel type. And Chandelure goes for the Inferno Overdrive, taking down Ferrothorn. A regular Flamethrower probably actually would have sufficed there. And Absol's going to come out, probably going for that Swords Dance. Oh no, the Pursuit instead. So we have Robin the Absol out. Two Pokemon have been taken down, one on each side. And a knockoff is going to take away leftovers from Quagsire. Magic Bounce is going to bounce Toxic right back at Quagsire. Something that is easy to miss if you do not, if you're not familiar with Mega Absol. And Pursuit's going to deal just a little bit of damage to Quagsire because it was not trying to escape. Had Quagsire not been toxic, Quagsire probably would have been able to do a little bit more damage here. Right, and out comes Sylveon, Transrights to Sylveon, and an Iron Tail is going to take Sylveon down. The Cleric for the team is gone. Is Dragonite poisoned? It is not poisoned. Speaking of Dragonite, there is Dragonite. Interesting choice to go up against Robin here. Sucker Punch could take it down if Sucker Punch is present on the set. Knockoff is actually what takes Dragonite down. And out comes Megakabu the Heracross. Absol has Aerial Ace or Psycho Cut, this could be bad for Heracross, but if not, it could be bad for Absol. Both sides thinking of what they should do next. Now comes Florges. Heracross goes into Mega Heracross and gets a Swords Dance up. Will Heracross be able to take down Florges though? Oh, and instead Heracross switches out. Metagross comes in to tank a Moonblast. Out comes Zygarde. Zygarde taking that Meteor Mash, only doing 39%. Will be able to take another and fire back with an Earthquake. Oh, and Zygarde going for a Dragon Dance of its own. Meteor Mash boosting General Grievous's attack. If it has Bullet Punch, this might be a finishing blow, but if not, the Dragon Dance, Zygarde will probably be able to take down Metagross. And Quagsire comes out to take 1,000 arrows and goes down. Out comes Heracross once again. And the Glare hits Heracross. Heracross takes down Zygarde with close combat, but is not in a good position right now, being paralyzed. And Z-move Shattered Psyche hits Metagross. Celebi boosts up with Nasty Plot, and a Meteor Mash is going to deal about 50%. Giga Drain's going to hit Metagross, and Meteor Mash hits again. Celebi at 4% left, but will not be able to take down Celebi. Celebi's Giga Drain hits, dealing massive damage, and Heracross comes out. Not good for Heracross, being paralyzed versus Celebi. And Celebi's Psychic takes down Heracross, and this is a win for the Great Tacticians, a 4-0. Well played from both sides. Interesting match here. I was surprised actually for no Defogger on, or Rabbit Spinner on the Wooper Blooper team. That would have been pretty useful for all the switches with Stealth Rock. Knockoff was able to take away a lot of those leftover recoveries, so Ferrothorn definitely did its job there, being just kind of an annoyance support Pokemon. I'm really curious actually how the battle would have gone if Dragonite went for the Iron Head against Florges in the beginning, because it was poised to take Florges out, and that could have been really game-changing right there. So lots of pivotal moments here. Some interesting mirror plays on both sides, doing similar things at some points. So good match overall, and good job to both sides. Tune in next time for the next battle of the Victory Road Draft League, and I'll see you then.